hope you will seek kindness in retort of my words through the ordeal that has taken me over 6 years to pull the plug and say fuck this shit. First off, let me introduce myself. I am M. I graduated top of my class back in the day and have striven for perfection in everything I do. Yes, I'm an asshole, and I'm an internet troll as well. But when it comes to the life of another human, I have always put myself before others, which basically the number one rule of EMS is scene safety, i.e., you go home before them. I'm clearly not right in the head going into this profession, and I don't think anyone truly is when you've seen what I've seen. I originally got into this profession strictly as a scapegoat for the apocalypse, so to speak, to at least have a certain skill that would make me an asset to whatever community or gang I come across when shit hits the fan. But once I started studying medicine and learning just why people develop symptoms the way they do in common origins, it just intrigued me. Healthcare is literally a Rubik's Cube. Someone comes up with a combination of I am fucked, and you have to figure out the solution. Well, at least on the ambulance, we just had to intubate, IO or IV, and pump some chest if needed. There is no greater feeling than stuffing a nasal down someone that is drunk, faking a heart attack, seizure, or being unresponsive. They can pretend all they want, but when you have a 4-inch tube forced up your nose, they will tend to quit faking and wake up immediately. And that was where I came in. My specialty was calling bullshit on most people. My personal favorite was asking someone mid-seizure if they were having one, and they would reply yes, while twitching and throwing their arms. Yeah, get the hell out of my ambulance. In reality, an ambulance is nothing more than a great white taxi, also known as a ride to the ER, unless we call bullshit and send your ass back to triage in the front. We have slick jackasses here as well, that sit in the ER for hours and impatiently walk or drive up a block or two, then call 911 for chest pains, then are stupid enough to tell us that they waited too long in the ER. Yeah, back to triage, and it added $2,000 to your bill, idiot. We are a level 2 trauma center, and that means the real shit we come across goes straight to the metro halfway down or up the map. I live in a city with a population of 30,000, 100,000 workforce during the day, and 80% of our nights are mostly routine, taking me-mob back to the nursing home or transporting to dialysis. But once in the blue moon or so, we get called to some actual grit your teeth trauma shit. You know, the entire reason we went to school in the first place. I kid you not, we get our fair share of bullshit calls like Medic 31, response code 3 to 456 Fucktard Drive for a possible Sasquatch attack. Dude was drunk, methed out, and got bitten by his dog. Or Medic 52, respond to 123 Hillbilly Lane for a possible demon possession. 16-year-old female drunk and high came in after her curfew with Catholic parents. So as you see, we always get a form of entertainment each night, just in different ways. I even got a call out for SWAT because a woman couldn't open her tub of cream. No kidding, the RX cream where you have to unscrew and flip and screw back in with a punctured top. One run that stuck with me for a long time still to this day, that I cannot, nor anyone else can explain this, and everyone in the station thought I was bullshit until the local channel broadcasted the story the next day. We responded to this call one night at 3 a.m. Medic 32, we have a code 3, MVC requesting assistance at the top right corner of Highway 91 and 420. Multiple fatalities and a possible airlift. We need you for backup to assess and assist. Right on, was the first response out of me. I clearly didn't know what I was about to get into. After about a 10-minute drive with the lights and sirens on, we get to the scene. Emergency responders and fire were already there, as was the primary ambulance in the county that we were dispatched to, about 20 miles away. Yes, I drove 90 to 100 in a 50. The initial scenario was a drunk driver crossed the highway instead of turning on his side, then drove into oncoming traffic. A family of 3 was coming down the other lane, opposite of him. They were both driving in excess of 70 miles per hour each and collided head-on with each other. The drunk driver, not wearing a seatbelt, was immediately ejected through the windshield and killed instantly. His eyes were open and a smile on his face, on the pavement. The other vehicle, the driver was killed instantly by the airbag with her seatbelt on. It broke her neck. The front passenger died from blunt force trauma to the head for not wearing a seatbelt and slamming his head on the dash, pretty much turning into a smashed tomato. The backseat guy, brother of the driver, we actually had an airbag with several contusions and lacerations. He had a degloving of the forehead and was basically scalped. Every time he wiggled his eyebrow, the skin would open more and you could see his skull. So after my initial assessment, I was gathering some info. I heard a very shallow and tart plea, "Help me." So after we extracted the dead female, the only one actually wearing a seatbelt, which it was obviously she died from a broken neck, hitting the airbag so hard, or the whiplash afterwards, because airbags kill you deader than shit. I turned my ears to the sound of the plea. It was coming from the back seat. While the EMRs were bagging and tagging the female, I investigated. It was a little girl, maybe 8 years old, laying on the floorboards of the vehicle. Apparently, she wasn't wearing a seatbelt and was reaching down for a Bible right before they ran into each other. So I thought, "Mister, can you help me? I'm stuck." "Honey, we are doing the best we can right now. You have been in something very bad, and we are trying to work things out." "Is that your daddy up there in the front?" "No, that's Larry, Mommy's husband. He's my stepfather. Daddy is in the swimming pool." "Okay, baby, we are gonna get you what you need to get out. Are you hurting anywhere?" "Yes, sir, my arm and my bottom, and I can't really breathe." She then started to cry. "Okay, sugar, I need you to calm down for me right now. We are gonna get you out, but can you tell me your name and the last game you played today?" This was an awareness check. "Yes, my name is Gina. We played hide and seek today. I hid in the swimming pool and Daddy found me." "Okay, sweetie, we're gonna take you to the hospital to get you checked out." "Is that your mommy in front?" "Yes." "Is she still here?" "She is still here, but I need you to stay calm, okay?" "Okay, I guess I'll see her later then." "Okay, Peanut, I'm gonna try to get you some help, and we're gonna get something to put around your neck so it doesn't get hurt anymore." "Okay, thank you, mister. I will see you soon." At that moment, I frantically ran to the ambulance and the EMRs, yelling, "Oh my fucking god, there's a little girl on the floorboards of the back seat that we missed. I need a C-spine now." They looked at me like I was stupid. "Dude, you gotta come. I need help, now." My partner quietly told me, "Dude, there were only 3 people in the vehicle. It's been cleared. Fucking chill." "Bullshit, I just talked to her. She's laying on the floorboards." "Bro, you've been up too long, man. Get in the bus and let us handle the rest. I got this." "But there was a fucking girl. Let us handle this." So I got back in and ended up transporting. The third person that was gonna fly died from severe trauma and blood loss. And the very next day, the local news reported that an 8-year-old girl named Gina drowned in her backyard swimming pool. Her father also passed away when he found her and dove in to save her, but he got sucked into the bottom drain and drowned as well. To this day, I do not know what happened with this. Apparently, the family in the car were speeding to get to their daughter after they found out. The one thing that jacked me up the most about this is she said, "I will see you soon."